The whimsy of flying like a bird over a rainbow gives our imagination all it needs to conjure up beautiful images and feelings. Close your eyes. Listen to the music. What do you see?
I'm Jim Legowski, President of Scenic Michigan, and I joined Scenic Michigan to help stop the proliferation of billboards in our state. Scenic Michigan's mission is to preserve, protect, and enhance Michigan's scenic resources. A tough job, a really important job, and one where we need the help of everyone in the state.
Scenic Michigan knows our natural beauty and resources are quickly vanishing, giving way to over 16,000 billboards. The clutter and visual blight is second only to Florida. Interesting, isn't it? These two states vie and promote for the best in vacations, while at the same time taking away their greatest assets. Members of Scenic Michigan are from all walks of life and professions. They share a passion to maintain our state's God-given scenic heritage of beautiful, uncluttered view spaces. And as Will Rogers said, they ain't making that stuff anymore.
Sometimes a trip through Michigan, particularly in the rural areas, is very, very pleasant, and you become aware of Michigan. And sometimes it's like taking a drive through the Yellow Pages. Our scenic resources are one of our greatest assets, and that spills over into the tourism industry. Tourism vies with agriculture for Michigan's second largest industry. It may become more important as some of our manufacturing industries become fewer. And it's important that we attract good businesses to our communities, and if the communities look good, if they're attractive, inviting places to live, have a sense of identity, then that community likely will be a thriving community.
I'm interested in Scenic Michigan because they espouse values that I believe strongly in. Ever since I was a kid on family vacations, I loved gazing over the beautiful scenery in Michigan and wondering how far those woods went back. And I think it's just tragic that we allow our state to be trashed with what's essentially litter on a stick. I think that billboards benefit a very narrow economic interest, and they hurt us all. They detract from the driving experience, detract from not only the scenic values, but the tourism values of the state. So Scenic Michigan is the best organization that I'm aware of to counter the special interests that want to trash our state.
Michigan does not need billboards. There are 4 states, interestingly, Vermont, Maine, Hawaii, and Alaska, that have no billboards. And somehow folks are able to find everything they need. And Scenic Michigan, fortunately, was successful in getting a bill signed by our governor to put a cap on the number of permits that could be issued for billboards. I believe the new digital changeable message billboards, the brightly lit, are a distraction to all drivers and a really serious potential safety hazard. If we have our way, we will work really hard to ban the use of digital billboards in the state of Michigan.
We know that most of these are calibrated to change every 6 to 8 seconds. A new message pops up. I think it's a natural inclination for a driver or a passenger to wait to see what the next one's going to be.
I've been practicing emergency medicine for 30 years, and over the course of my career I've seen a number of changes which have reduced the severity of auto accidents. This includes such things as padded dashboards, the mandatory use of seat belts and child restraints, and of course airbags. I have a growing concern, however, and that's the increased use of these brightly lit roadside billboards, which continuously change in terms of their written message and their elaborate pictures. These seem, for obvious reasons, to be placed along very busy thoroughfares with congested traffic. As a physician who oftentimes finds himself on the front lines of receiving motor vehicle accident victims, I think this is a significant problem which really needs to be addressed.
Okay, looks like got the rest of the team here. What time should I come get you? 5. Okay, sounds good. It might be a little bit early.
As the parent of a teenage driver and one just about ready to drive, I am really worried about the dangers of digital billboards. My teenage driver is just learning how to drive in driver's ed, and the last thing he needs is to be distracted by basically a television on a stick when he's learning to focus and learn the rules of the road. I don't think digital billboards should be allowed anywhere in Michigan. I mean, not only for teenage drivers, but for everybody's safety. And for teenage drivers, just the thought that these are like moving television screens on our highway couldn't be more of a distraction. It's just a big accident waiting to happen. And as a parent, it just frightens me to no end.
The legislators, we understand, are on a lot of pressure to allow more billboards, bigger billboards, digital billboards that change every 6 to 8 seconds. I believe their first responsibility is to their constituents. Michigan's assets are many. Some of our scenic views are among those I rate the highest. Our two peninsulas, the upper and the lower, have their own unique identity and their own resources to protect. It's important that we keep in mind that while change is inevitable, ugliness is not inevitable.
We need the help of Michigan residents, businessmen and women, local officials, our legislators, our governor, to realize the mission of preserving, protecting, and enhancing Michigan's scenic resources. Without new members and their financial support, we cannot succeed in the long run.
The members of Scenic Michigan battle in Lansing wherever needed and can be effective, trying to make sure that all of Michigan's residents have a say in decisions about scenic roadway corridors. Sadly, that right, along with Michigan's visual splendor, is being taken away.
Well, if you feel the way I do about litter on a stick, blocking out the beauty of this state, I hope you'll do what I've done, which is to support Scenic Michigan, both with my time and my money.
If not now, when? If not you, who? Join us, scenicmichigan.org, or call 231-347-4929. Your contribution to Scenic Michigan, a 501c3 nonprofit organization, is tax deductible. Your membership is immensely rewarding, and you will see results.